The story of Vermont should start with this massive broadside. I have it figured as the second heaviest at legendary tier. 12 457mm guns. Those are Georgia guns. The potential is absolutely insane, even 2 Citadel hits being enough to erase some cruisers from the game. But before you get really excited, there are some big catches to this battleship I want to break down for you. First though, let's set her up before we jump into a match, and for my modules, I would go with turret traverse in slot 1 because it's 45 seconds base. AA, there aren't a lot of CVs at legendary tier, and you're definitely not going to want to build secondaries. Prop, conceal, and then artillery plotting room, of course, is like a cheat code for American battleships for massively improved dispersion. Although it does hurt not to take this reload module because you have a 36-second base reload. To help with that, I'm using Azerlane Colorado. She helps with the reload, as does D-Revel, and since the ship has a 34.5 knot top speed, we're using Emile Guiprat. Now, if you're free to play, that is okay. I would 100% recommend Billy Sims. The only thing that I would tell you is don't take gyrating drill bits because it's going to nerf that slow speed even more. Otherwise, yeah, use Billy in accuracy. It's going to work out great. Okay, let's go jump into a match. All right, we're on Sleeping Giant. A couple DDs on the enemy team to watch out for, but the real thing with Vermont that we need to do is start planning where we're going to go. Like seriously, you should have the next 2 minutes or so planned out at all times in this friggin' thing because of how terribly slow she is. It's a brick house. It doesn't take long to see just how massive Vermont is. Look at the freeboard of this thing. Like, an Alaska sails up next to you and you truly see the scale of this thing. You are a giant, massive target. You're slow, you're unmaneuverable, and yeah, positioning is absolutely king in this ship. It is going to be more important than any other legendary tier battleship just because of how hard it is to reposition. Now, 24.5 knots. Yeah, it's straight up terrible, but it's worse on PC, which I find funny. I think it's like 23 knots base on PC with 26.6 max. You can do a lot more than that on Legends, but still, it's bad. This is not a flanker, this is a central play battleship, so you definitely have to get that through your mind. If you're gonna play a battleship this slow, learn to play the middle of the map, and that's exactly what we're going to try to do. Let's play in between B and C here, play kind of cautious. There's no way on this map that we could have made it around the island over there at C, or sailed in towards C with that island on my backside. By the way, you should never do that as a general strategy. Never sail into a place where you can't turn out, where you're blocked by an island. So really, with Vermont, we only have one choice. This is all we can do. We're just going to sail up here. It would be best if we were in a kiting position, I think. So let's go ahead and get in that position. Let's put our turrets over here. Let's turn. So if things start getting hot and heavy, we can make a very slow escape. Typically, on this map, Seaside gets pretty overrun by the Reds down there, so we'll see if that plays out, but oh, we better turn out quickly. That's an Ohio salvo, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Okay, I think we turned out just in time. Let's shoot back and return. At these sort of distances though, the guns are slow. The shell velocity is 762 meters per second, I believe, so it's very, very slow. At 18 kilometers, people are going to have a lot of time to react. So something to keep in mind about this ship. The good parts though, it's very, very tanky. Honestly, this is one of the tankiest battleships at legendary tier now, and I didn't expect that. After Kansas and Minnesota, they're kind of like these floating blocks of cheese, they can just melt pretty easily. But when you look at the armor on Vermont, it is impressive. All right, 32mm bow and stern, that's boring. That's pretty usual. But the torpedo bulge, that's the first thing to look at. 38mm thick, so the torpedo bulge alone can bounce Yamato shells. But wait, there's more! The upper plating and the deck armor are both 51mm, so very impressive, and it's going to help you a lot when it comes to getting HE spammed. Okay, looking at the map really quickly, I don't want to stay on the flank. There's still a DD over there that would keep me spotted, and I would just be a floating pinata. Wow, that Yamato is going in reverse across the back of the map. That is impressive. Okay, so let's kind of head towards mid and see if we can back up this cruiser here. I'm hoping for a tasty salvo on this DD. He looks unsuspecting. But yes, Really good armor on this ship. Now, the caveat, you're good against HE spam, but you're bad, or a little bit worse than Kansas, Minnesota, at taking AP salvos. And it's because the Citadel is actually a little bit above the waterline. We're just something we're not used to, say on Alabama, Massachusetts, or other American battleships who are kind of spoiled with below the water Citadel lines. Not on Vermont. So if you give up broadside, you will get smacked. There's our little gearing. Cute little buddy. Stay right there, my friend. I'll be with you momentarily. We'll watch for torps in the gap here, but let's just keep creeping forward, and maybe he'll get spotted as our cruiser comes across this gap. We've got to be careful not to get caught in a crossfire from A side, but it looks like our team has the advantage there, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm wondering where these battleships are. There's a Sovietsky Rossiya. No, not on this side. What is there on this side? There's definitely the new Admiral Schroeder cruiser over here somewhere, a Stalingrad. Oh, there's our gearing. Let's test out this saucy accuracy. Full health gearing about. Oh, oh my. Yeah, 1 pin and 7 over pins. And okay, there's an Ohio right behind him. We're gonna have to be careful. Ohio might actually have me on the reload here, so we need to start turning in like quickly. We definitely have the armor that we can bounce his salvos if we turn in time. We'll have to see who gets the salvo off first. He might be running a fire build, a Justinian Lines fire build, triple fire. We're not going to DC it actually. Okay, 10k. He didn't get the salvo off. We can turn out and hit him with the back guns now. That camo's pretty cool. I still like it. 15k. All right, I'd say we got the better of him there, and we lived to tail the tail. So let's kind of head towards mid, reset, and see what's going to happen next. The heals are pretty strong on Vermont, 14k, and with that big beefy HP pool. Once again, this is now the highest effective HP pool at legendary tier. Yes, those numbers just keep climbing every time a new battleship is added to the game, it seems. You guys watched my Ohio video, you know I think there's a problem with these 2 new American battleships. They have received their PC HP values. Ohio health is 96,300, more than the grosser curve first in our game. Oh god, that's a Schroeder. I wonder if he remembered that he does not have torpedoes. If you guys aren't aware yet, Schroeder is a new tier 8 premium cruiser campaign ship. It's like in a gear, and there's a GK. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. But Schroeder has really bossing secondaries, but no torps. He also has a 27mm bow, so we can definitely overmatch him there for a nice few pins and some good damage. Okay, I thought he was going to go for a drive-by, but he's not. So let's just stop, see if we can get a good salvo on GK, and I think we can actually tank this out here. On second thought, I don't know. Maybe we go for the ram on Schroeder. Okay, we lost our Worcester. That is not good. But how about a saucy salvo on GK, and let's go for the ram on Schroeder. Aim a little bit here. Ooh, 12 pins, 50,000 damage. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Okay. Unfortunately, we're so freaking slow that in a brawl situation like this, Vermont really just isn't that great. GK has terrible gun angles, so he's only going to be able to hit me with his back guns. I'm not going to get the ram off. I think we need to turn our turrets, kill the Schroeder. Watch out for the Ohio if he's over here in the Stalingrad. Let's see if we can get the Schroeder out of the match real quick. Okay, yes. 2 Citadels. We got him. Ohio might be right here to clean my clock. I don't know, but if we turn it out, then the grosser curve first really can't do anything against our 32mm big old juicy keister. So yeah, let's turn out. He's burning. I don't know if it's from our secondaries. I mean, I guess they could have caught him on fire, but I don't know. We might get to finish him off here. I got to be careful not to crash into the island. Oh, our teammates from across the map. All right, thanks, dudes. I appreciate it. Well, that was hairy. This isn't really what I would call a brawling ship with how slow she is, with slow turret traverse, with a massive freeboard and above the water Citadel. But that seemed to work out. We'll take it. We will take it. And once again, this ship is just tanky. Massive HP pool, 140,000 effective health. Montana, is just Montana. Montana feels very sad now with Ohio and Vermont entering the game. And again, Conqueror, Yamato, Grosser, Kurfürst, they all have these nerfed HP values, while Ohio and Vermont get these beefed up PC values. I don't know, maybe there's some spreadsheet balancing mumbo jumbo at Wargaming headquarters. I don't know, I'll honestly drop the subject at that. However, to me, it feels like power creep. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you. Vermont also comes with great torp protection, 45%, it's super strong. And of course, these guns, they're beautiful 457mm guns. They overmatched 30mm of plating, which is becoming more and more common at LT. Ships like the Zhao and the Henry that have these 30mm upper plates, Vermont can overmatch them. It's pretty awesome. Montana will continue to bounce, so once again, Montana is just feeling not that great. The overall shell alpha is nerfed a little bit from Ohio, which makes sense. Something has to balance this out because 12 of these guns is ridiculous, and they're very, very accurate with the sigma of 1.95. And if you don't know, that's just how close the shells group together. Let's test it out on the Ohio. Let's see if we can lob this island here for a little auto-aim special. Ohio, hold these for me. Yeah, we'll take it, man. What is that, close to 20K? Yeah, we'll absolutely take it, and we get the cap reset. Now, if Stalingrad's not paying attention, we might sneak around here. We should probably, I don't know. We'll see if we can kill the Ohio, but I might be able to sneak up on the Stalingrad too. The big problem with this ship is the reload. It's very, very slow, 36 seconds base, and the slow top speed. So that's why I would buff both of those things with D. Reveille and Emile Waprat. Azerling Colorado seems to help a little bit. Of course, every fourth salvo on her, she fires a little bit faster. A strategy you could use with this ship is to fire only 2 turrets at the same time. So if you're shooting agile cruisers or something like that, or other ships, at least they can't turn out on you during your 36-second reload. You could fire the back 2 guns and then the front 2 guns, and then basically every, 20 seconds instead of 40, you would have guns ready. All right, Stalingrad wised up. That's good. Even though I really wanted the 200K, but that's okay. The AA is pretty darn good on this ship. It's going to be up there with the other American BBs, which is good because she is very, very unmaneuverable. She's got a good turn circle, 850 meters, but a slow rudder of 19 seconds and a slow top speed, so just dodging is not going to be a very good strategy. Overall, I think this is a challenging battleship to play, and inexperienced battleship captains will have trouble with her due to the fact that positioning mistakes are punished so hard. Once you get caught in a bad position in Vermont, it is difficult to disengage and reset, so it could result in a quick death. Either way, though, the guns are so powerful that this ship is fun and, yeah, a lot of fun. A decent 29 base XP game there. I will take it. And if you are interested in another legendary ship that just came to the game, the Z52 video is out. You can check it out here. This is Derka signing off. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.